What's up, everybody? Today in our review video, we're going to be looking at the Cold War, and this is a period of time that spans from 1945 to 1991. So we are going to break it up into several different videos, with today's video focusing on the early years of the Cold War immediately following World War II, from 1945 to 1950. Let's get started. Let's begin with the Yalta Conference, which took place in February of 1945 between the big three of the Allied powers: Winston Churchill, the Prime Minister in Great Britain, Franklin Roosevelt, the President of the United States, and Joseph Stalin, the Soviet Premier in the USSR. At Yalta, the leaders discussed the post-war reorganization of Europe and agreed on the division of Germany into occupation zones. They also established a framework for the United Nations, aiming to promote peace and prevent future conflicts. However, in April, just a couple of months after the Yalta Conference, President Roosevelt died, completely changing the dynamics between the Allied leaders. Just a few months after FDR's death, we will have the Potsdam Conference, which will take place in July of 1945, where the Big Three, although it's a new Big Three, will convene: Winston Churchill, Harry S. Truman, the new President of the United States, and Joseph Stalin. The main focus of the Potsdam Conference was to discuss the implementation of the agreements made at Yalta and to address the ongoing issues in Europe. Specifically, they tackled topics such as demilitarization and denazification of Germany, the prosecution of war criminals, and the treatment of Nazi collaborators. Winston Churchill famously coined the term Iron Curtain in a speech that he delivered on March 5th, 1946 in Fulton, Missouri, during the early stages of the Cold War. He used the phrase to describe the division between Western Europe and the Soviet-controlled Eastern Bloc, symbolizing the ideological and physical separation that characterized the era. If we're going to understand American foreign policy during the Cold War, we must start with the policy of containment. Formulated by U.S. diplomat George F. Kennan, containment was the cornerstone of American foreign policy during the Cold War. The idea was to prevent the spread of communism, keep it where it's at, don't let it spread, primarily Soviet influence, beyond its existing borders. This policy led to various strategies and actions, including economic aid to rebuild war-torn Europe and the establishment of military alliances like NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. One of the most significant initiatives in implementing this containment policy is what we know as the Marshall Plan, developed and named after Secretary of State George Marshall. Enacted in 1948, this plan aimed to provide economic assistance to European countries devastated by World War II. Through the Marshall Plan, the United States invested billions of dollars in the reconstruction efforts, not only helping to rebuild Europe, but also to strengthen the ties with Western European nations. As tensions escalated in post-war Europe, there is one event that symbolizes the tension that is building between East and West: the Berlin Airlift. In 1948, the Soviet Union blockaded West Berlin, cutting off supply routes to the western sectors of the city. In response, the United States and its allies launched a massive airlift operation to deliver food, fuel, and other essentials to the besieged city. The Berlin Airlift showcased the determination of the Western powers to defend the principles of democracy and freedom against Soviet aggression. Additionally, the formation of international organizations like the United Nations, which was discussed at the Yalta Conference, aimed to promote cooperation among nations to prevent future conflicts like we saw in World War II. The United Nations Security Council, which was composed of major Allied powers, included the United States, Great Britain, the Soviet Union, France, and China, which played a central role in maintaining global stability. Furthermore, the establishment of NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, in 1949, and the subsequent formation of the Warsaw Pact by the Communist bloc in 1955 demonstrated the deepening divide between East and West. These military alliances solidified the ideological struggle between capitalism and communism, shaping the trajectory of the Cold War. When physicists in the United States on the Manhattan Project developed the atomic bomb, they felt like the rest of the world was at least a decade away from being able to develop any kind of weapon like they developed in Alamogordo, New Mexico. Unfortunately for the United States, 4 years after the United States drops 2 atomic bombs on Japan to end World War II, it is discovered that the Soviets in 1949 have tested their first atomic bomb, launching the nuclear arms race. That's all the time we have for today. If you liked the video, click below. Also, subscribe to our channel. And if you know someone who would benefit from this video, someone who's getting ready to take their end of the year test, share this with them so that we can help as many people as we possibly can. We'll see you next time.